I am Dr. Paneerselvam.
My dear friends, this video is going to talk about the sources of funding which could be possible to plough in the microfinance program. But there is one more video that is going to talk about the ideal funding, ideal source of funding. So now this video, let me talk with the sources, the possible sources. So to start with, you should concentrate first of all before float your microfinance. You should establish whether the fund is from your own or the community shareholder funding. Once it is decided, you can proceed. That performance, once the money is plowed, the program should run at least for one financial year. Then only you can release your balance sheet. The balance sheet, the first year or second year or the consecutive third year, will have to maintain the flow of profitability consistently. Based on that, the next step would be we can go for assess the performance of your program, that is otherwise known as the rating. What are the parameters which the rating people or the performing things will have to be shown before the agency is? Number one, the governance of the organization, the governance you have put in. Since it is a women-based organization, accordingly you will have to fix up. Then the financial, the chart of accounts as well as the finance, and the system and procedures. So with that, your internal funding and performance and the profitability, everything is shown, and assessment is also obtained. Then you can think of move ahead to get funding externally. That could also start from the infrastructure funding, like from Friends of World Banking or SEEDB or NABARD or some people, that is infrastructure fund. You can also knock the door for seed capital as well as for exposure funding. So that is the first move. Now here, when you borrow money or when you lend money, the rate of interest will have to be the bare minimum. When you receive, you will have to execute the different kind of approaches in such a way where you will get the minimum rate of interest or refinance rate of interest. It could be either from NABARD and NOFIN, or it could also be the institutional funding. It will also be possible for the term loan, say about for 3 years minimum or maximum 5 years. At the same time, you should also try for grant funding or CSR funding or sponsored funding, which would be a major source through which you can charge a low rate of interest instead of charging exorbitant rate of interest to your borrower. They, especially in microfinance, you know that their clients are very poor. So when each step is taken up to take care of the rate of interest, whether it is a borrowal or it is a lending, you have to work out a formula which will definitely be beneficial for both of you, the operator as well as the receiver. Then after that, you would also, when you have an internal funding, also slowly external funding, you can also make use of the securitization or the venture capital or the shares or your IPO or listed company or unlisted company shares through which you can mobilize. As soon as you finish this, your releasing of the shares, you can think of NRI funding where you will easily get at the rate of 2%. When you get this NRI funding, you can easily charge only 8 to 9% to your borrower, or even sometimes less. So NRI funding will not charge more than 2%. Else they have to pay more taxes and they have more liabilities on their part. So definitely you have more possibilities, whether it is against the security or your performance or your contacts or your credit guarantee given by your banker or your lender. Then finally, you can go for equity. Equity, definitely the investor will ensure that whether it is has got the proper regulated body, regulated kind of mechanism which has been built. If that is ensured, definitely you will get at a zero interest, mentioning the your exit value. And they enter, they will bring you whether it is going to be a single digit like 5 to 9 crore, or it could be double digit or triple digit, based on your mutual consent between your investor as well as the program operator. See, these are the different sources which will help you to build up your microfinance. But once you start your microfinance, you should always think of showing your exposure to the tune of say about 4 digit in either a million or crores. That is through which you can establish your reputation to your poor clients. So more client will also be more outreach, would be more benefit out of this program. And when you think of or when you dream of or when you plan for low rate of interest, it is going to be a really a Herculean benefits to so many people to come out from the poverty. So thanks for listening. And if you need a little more details of these all the funding details, you can contact me for more particulars or more clarifications. Thank you very much.